Welcome back to All Things ETH. My name is Aaron, and on this channel we talk about all things Ethereum. We talk about projects, NFTs, DeFi, play to earn, and price. And today, guys, we're jumping back into Friend.tech and why I think it's going to be the biggest player in the social fi space. Not only does it have the first mover advantage, it also has some of the biggest backing from both Paradigm, and because it's on the base chain, guys, it's got huge backing from Coinbase as well. Whether or not it's in the fine details or not, I do believe that Coinbase does have some incentive to be behind Friend.tech. So let's jump on into Friend.tech. I want to just show you again what this is looking like. These are all my keys, all my chats that I am privy to. I purchased all of these keys. Each of these prices are not necessarily what they seem. I do have 2 keys of myself, so I'm at 0.21 ETH per key share, but I do own 2 of my own, so that is how that looks there if you're not familiar. But some of the strategies I'd like to get into, we've had some drama over the last week, and so I want to talk about that. We've had some interesting drops as far as new users into the space. I might talk about that a little bit, and as well as what I'm personally doing, guys. So let's get into the drama of the last week. We did have some concern about privacy and about some hacking. So there were a couple large accounts hacked for upwards of, I believe, hundreds of ETH, guys. And most of these were because of how you signed up into the platform. If you did use your phone number to sign in to Friend.tech in the first place, you could have possibly been SIM swapped by hackers, meaning your phone number is related to a SIM card, and that SIM could be faked or duplicated in order to use it on a new phone, and that phone could be used to drain your account. So that has been a concern, and thankfully Friend.tech has given everybody the opportunity to re-register their account without selling their keys in order to have a new login process. So do log in with your email, guys. Now, many people, including myself, do sign in with an email, and many of those are password protected, obviously, but also 2FA protected. So you do have to get a PIN. Say you signed in with Gmail, right? You do have to use 2FA through YouTube in order to verify any logins. And I think the same thing with Apple as well. You have to type in your Apple ID for a login like that. So those are 2 ways that you can protect yourself in this. I do recommend just easily switching from the phone number method into the email method, getting 2FA set up on that email, making sure that's going to keep your ETH safe, guys. Don't want to lose any of that ETH out there. Now, some of that drama did overcome the platform for a little while. We did have a loss of about 5 million TVL over the past 6-7 days. And there was a little bit drama with this because there were people getting scared out of their keys, dumping on others, and setting up new accounts. And that really threw off a lot of key holders for those people that did dump their keys. So a lot of 3-3 action really imploded this week, where people were, those who got scared and needed to unload all their keys in order to restart their accounts, had to dump all of their 3-3 agreements, which really put a hole in that 3-3 narrative, guys. And so a lot of people are making sure to partner with people that have maybe done some 2FA new accounts, and maybe checking in on that status before they decide to make a 3-3 agreement. And some people are abandoning 3-3 altogether, guys, and just just holding keys with either speculation and with trading in mind, or with people they actually know in person or have built a relationship with on outside of Friend.tech, or maybe in Friend.tech now that we've been around for about 4 or 5 weeks. That certainly is possible. In fact, I've made some amazing connections on Friend.tech, guys. I've connected with Drake on Digital and a bunch of his community, as well as Wrecked Food Farmer and some of his community, and both have been a positive experience for me. Now, there has been some drama around Wrecked Food Farmer, and to be honest, guys, I want to put that to rest. I don't think there has been any specifically bad actors in that regard. I do think Emily, his girlfriend or wife or whatever, did have get scared out of her ETH. So she did set up with the phone number, did dump on everybody, but has regained her account with a new 2FA account and had started back building up her profile and her key valuation as well. And I do think they're waiting to redeploy at this point, so I do think we could see some price increase on both Emily's Keys and Wrecked Food Farmers. In fact, I've purchased more of Wrecked Food Farmer over the last 24 hours in order to look forward to some increasing in his price, and some of it has already started. So one thing that I do want to say is some of these people that did take a week off because of the fear that they had are probably going to jump back in after we see the points drop tonight. I think some of them took a little bit of a break, took a breather from the drama and walked away for the week, but will hit hard next week as we get back into the grind of securing more airdrop points. So we did have a couple of large accounts come into Friendtech this week, but I do want to say most of them have not materialized as big factors yet. So I am curious to see how much they are going to have an effect. Some big, I'm not going to name any specific names, but we did have a couple big large apes come in from the Yuga Labs Bored Ape Yacht Club background. We did have a couple punks come in to the space and start spending some money, but in general, we have not seen a big move in the TVL. And I think it's because a lot of the SimSwap stuff really halted the momentum over the past week. But I do expect with the drop of the points tonight that we will continue to see higher TVL. And I do think this 5 million retracement down to about 45 million in TVL is just a healthy correction as we travel up the TVL ladder. Many people think we can at least hit 100 million based on the TVL that we saw at Blur, and because of the fees that are being created within the platform, there is more salivation going on in the points and airdrop space. All right, so as far as my strategy goes, I have implemented a very interesting strategy in regards to the 3-3 space. I have decided to invest in small caps overall. I've talked about the bond curve being a big factor in Friendtech in other videos, guys, and I do want to take advantage of that. So what I'm doing here is actually calling out low cap, and I'm calling it my low cap cartels. I'm calling out weekly about one low cap that I own about 2 or 3 keys of, and then I'll call it out in the community and say, hey guys, for everybody who buys 2 of these low caps, I'll buy up to 2 of their keys, and as long as you're under 0.1 Ethereum. So I'm making sure that not only the person that I call out is a pretty low cap, but also I'm raising the tide for all of these people, and by purchasing some of those low caps ahead of time, it's raising my portfolio value as well. And the people that I'm calling out are big grinders with small communities yet. And so I do think, based on my experience in Friendtech, we will all get a larger network and be able to network with each other and increase our net worth through that process. Now, I did write out a huge thread on my thesis behind the low cap cartel, so I'm going to link that in the description below and not get into too much detail. But if your key is currently under 0.03 ETH, I'd love to hear from you, specifically either here in the comments or on X. So reach out to me there. I would love to feature you in one of my callouts in the next couple weeks. With that, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you're not in Friendtech yet, I highly recommend you check it out. It is on Base Chain, and all you need is a little bit of ETH to get started. Do some research, guys. Buy some keys if you feel comfortable doing so, and watch the TVL at either DeFi Llama or on some of the Dune Analytics dashboards. Now search Friendtech on either of those, and you will find what TVL looks like. And then get in there, buy a couple of your favorite influencers, and ride this wave. Hopefully you're getting some points, and you will get that very coveted airdrop at the end of about 4-5 months left now and you will get that, and hopefully you'll get a piece of that huge airdrop that will be coming in about 4 to 5 months as we finish up the beta period of Friendtech. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a great weekend. Happy Points Day, and God bless.